Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So on the daily, I'm always checking out different articles about the NBA, things like that. And I came across a very interesting one. It was 5 NBA trades that need to happen in the NBA right now. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to go through that article real quick. You know, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on each trade that I saw on there. And then we are actually going to put those trades into NBA 2K18 here and see how it'll work out. So let's go check out that article right now. So these are the 5 trades that should happen immediately. It's an article by Dan Fravel right here. So let's check them out, guys, see if we agree or not. I'm going to give my opinion on each one of them. First one we have is Knicks press tank while Nuggets break the bank. Okay, so we got the Denver Nuggets receiving Courtney Lee and Raymond Noodles from New York Knicks in exchange for Dwell Arthur, Malik Beasley, and a 2018 top 20 protected first-round draft pick. So honestly, it's like, this is just like a whatever deal right here. I mean, the Denver Nuggets, they do get a pretty solid shooter and also perimeter defender in Courtney Lee. They get a veteran point guard, Raymond Sessions. I don't know if he would actually play or not or get bought out. Now, Courtney Lee is on like a 3-year, like $37 million contract. So, I mean, the Knicks would be relieved of that. But at the same time, the Knicks are just like notorious for giving out bad contracts anyway. So it's like, eventually they're just going to spend that money and give it to some, you know, bitch-ass player again anyway. But I mean, Malik Beasley and Michael Beasley, that could be kind of fun to watch at least. And they get a draft pick out of it. And, you know, the Denver Nuggets get a good guard back for themselves. So, not a bad trade. Next up, DeAndre Jordan. So, we have the Clippers receiving Ian Mahimi, who's got a really bad contract, guys. Absolutely horrible. Kelly Oubre, good young prospect. Jason Smith, who's on like a 1-year deal. And a 2019 lottery-protected draft pick in exchange for DeAndre Jordan and Lou Williams. So pretty much what this trade would say is that the Clippers are in full-on rebuild mode because Ian Mahimi being a 3-year contract, it's pretty much the Clippers saying, like, you know, we do not... 3 seasons from now is really when we are going to try to like sign some more players and stuff like that. In the meantime, we're going to develop our young talent, hopefully draft, you know, a good young prospect too, but at the same time, they will need to give up Blake Griffin too. But the Washington Wizards, of course, they get DeAndre Jordan back for 1 season. And not to mention, guys, that if DeAndre Jordan doesn't get traded, there's like 0 chance he's going back to the Clippers if you ask me. So at least the Clippers do get a draft pick out of it and a good young player, Kelly Oubre. So it's not that bad for the Clippers. Some people might be kind of mad about this one, but I think it's actually a decent trade. And the Wizards, of course, they get the center DeAndre Jordan. I don't know if Marcin Gortat would move to the power forward spot or if, you know, then Markieff Morris go on the bench or Marcin Gortat would come off the bench. He is like in his early 30s, so it's like maybe he's all I mean, he's not really like even old. He's like 32 or something like that. And of course, they get another good scorer off the bench in Lou Williams, who was just, you know, a great bench player to have. So I do like that trade both ways. I think it does make sense. And the Wizards, you know, John Wall with DeAndre Jordan. We all know how DeAndre Jordan was Chris Paul, so he definitely plays good off of, you know, passing point guards and whatnot. Next up, we have, well, oh my God, please don't be that trade. Dallas and Philly break bread. Okay. Come on, man. This makes no damn sense, okay? It says right here, please consider all of the moving parts before crying foul in the comment section. Okay, so for one, man, Philadelphia getting Wesley Matthews, that's great because he is on a 1-year deal. He does have a player option after this season, so it's like, it's a guy that next season could start at shooting guard or just come off the bench this season behind JJ Redick, bring some defense, bring some 3-pointers out there. So I do like that sign because I do think Philadelphia, some of their bench is kind of weak, especially when it comes to the guard positions. And then the Dallas Mavericks, you know, they get Jahlil Okafor, but what you're doing is you are creating the same damn drama of Nerlens Noel and Jahlil Okafor on the same team that happened in Philadelphia. I don't see why the Dallas Mavericks would do this unless they are just like, okay, Nerlens Noel didn't work out, we're going to get rid of him after this season or something like that, and maybe take a risk on Jahlil Okafor. I guess that makes sense, but at the same time, man, it just seems like a headache waiting to happen. And of course, they also get Jerry Bayless back, who's on like a 3-year contract, always a solid point guard, so not like too much going on right there. All right, and then we have a 3-team blockbuster deal between Memphis, Orlando, and Toronto. So Memphis Grizzlies are receiving Jonathan Simmons, Pascal Siakam, and Nikola Vucevic. Good for them, I guess. Jonathan Simmons isn't exactly like a young player. I mean, he's not old either. He's just kind of like right in his prime. Pascal is, of course, a young player. So, I mean, in a few seasons, who knows what he can be. I think really, if given the chance, he could really prosper into a great NBA player. And Vucevic is like, I think he's like 27 years of age. So, you know, he's like right in his prime also. I don't know what his contract is like exactly, but we got Orlando Magic receiving Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's what I call him. Jonas Valanciunas, who's on like a 2-year deal. He's 25 and a 2019 second-round draft pick. So I do like this for Orlando. I don't know if, I believe, is it the Toronto Raptors? Yeah, the Toronto Raptors have OG on their team. I don't see them trading him away unless, I guess, again, Marcus Gasol back would be something, but Jonas Valanciunas at the center position, I think, would actually fit really nicely in the culture of the Orlando Magic anyway. Just because, like I said, man, he is younger, and, you know, that team is, not that he's like a quick player or anything like that, but, you know, just like having those young guys that can really gel together in the future, and who knows what they can become. I think Valanciunas, you know, being a 7-footer, I mean, he can rebound. I think he can play defense. I know he's got a little bit of a mid-range game, not too much offense, but something he definitely needs to work on. And then, of course, the Toronto Raptors, they're kind of going for the win now mode with getting the guy that can shoot the basketball, and Marc Gasol plays some defense out there. He's always one top-notch defensive player. Him and Serge Ibaka, you know, being able to stretch the floor for guys like DeMar DeRozan and even Kyle Lowry out there dishing out and distributing. That could definitely be something special, and that might be the move that puts Toronto Raptors, you know, really on the radar. I know they're always kind of on the radar, but that really puts this team on the radar. And then for the final one right here, we have a mega buster between Cleveland and OKC. Alright, so the Cleveland Cavaliers get Paul George and Patrick Patterson. The OKC Thunder get Channing French Fry, Cedi Osman, Iman Shumpert, and the 2018 Brooklyn Nets first-round draft pick. Now, first and foremost, yes, if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, you do this deal. Like, if you get Paul George on your team, yes, you just do that, because I know you all want him last season, or, you know, going into the offseason stuff. He's such a good player. He's leading the NBA in steals. We all know what he can bring as far as offense goes. It's not really not quite working out on the OKC right now, but I don't think that's Paul George's fault. I think that's more Carmelo Anthony's fault. If you're the OKC Thunder, I don't think this trade makes much sense unless you're willing to maybe down the road trade away Russell Westbrook or something crazy like that. But Russell's 29 going on 30. So it's like you need to put superstar players around Russell, even if it's not working out this season, unless they have maybe intentions of trading away their draft pick or something like that, or trading away that 2018 Brooklyn Nets draft pick, because, you know, any player they draft next season is going to be at least like 3 to 4 NBA seasons away from really contributing to their basketball team. And at that point, Russell Westbrook's 33, 34, and, you know, he's not like a bad shooter, but he's definitely a streaky shooter, and his game is based off of athleticism. So once you start getting that mid-tier of your 30s, your athleticism starts going away. So I really don't see how this is like a win-now mode for Russell Westbrook and the OKC Thunder. Melo would probably be gone after the season also. It just doesn't make much sense to me. I think you keep Paul George, you keep Russell Westbrook, you build around those guys, and maybe you try to get something for Carmelo Anthony, because I think Melo is the problem, and I think Paul George and Russell just by themselves, without the pressure of Melo taking shots on the perimeter, still has really good potential for years to come if they can kind of make the right coaching decisions. Okay, so as you guys can see here on the transaction report, I put through all the trades here. You know, it's not exactly how it was listed on the website there, but one way or another, it did get through, it did get done. In a few cases, I had to add a few, you know, just tossing players to make the trade work and everything like that. But yeah, man, so this is what it's looking like. So we are simply going to simulate the seasons right here, see what these teams, how they do out there. A big one to look at, of course, is being the Cleveland Cavaliers, you know, getting Paul George. We're going to home at the shooting guard position. We got LeBron James still, Isaiah Thomas, and we are going to assume players are healthy because we really want to see these teams, you know, at their max potential right here. Clippers, nothing really too interesting right there with that team. Grizzlies, you know, it's like they got Vucevic now. They got Siakam out there, very nice. Knicks, whatever. We got Magic. Like I said, man, like I was saying, I do like Valanciunas on the Magic. I think that is actually a pretty decent fit. Mavericks, yeah, whatever, man. I still don't like that trade. It still doesn't make much sense to me. See how Courtney Lee does over here in a role position on the Denver Nuggets. Raptors. See, Raptors are another very interesting team as they now have Marc Gasol, of course. Damn, dude, this team can shoot the basketball. Like, I know DeRozan's not like the best three-point shooter, but he is like a god when it comes to mid-range and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting to see. Thunder, they got Melo and Russell Westbrook both chucking out probably about 30 shots a game now. Wizards, another very interesting team right here. Yeah, with DeAndre Jordan out here. So I don't know, man. I'm just curious how this is all going to work out. Curious if it's really going to have any like huge effect when it comes to the NBA Finals or anything like that. So let's go ahead and simulate this season and see how these teams all do. Okay, so like I was saying, man, the Toronto Raptors really on the radar with that trade right there. 55-26 for their record, followed by the Cavaliers. The Washington Wizards, you know, while they did get 6th place, it's a very tight race with the rest of the Eastern Conference. My Detroit Pistons, I know they fell off in this video. New York Knicks even managed to make the playoffs, so who knows how good that team can still do. Let's go look over at the Western Conference real quick, just out of curiosity. I really don't know if there's any teams that was like really on my radar for that one, but that's what the playoff standings looking like over on this team over here, or this conference, I should say. But here we go, simulate through date. Against the Knicks for the Cleveland Cavaliers, looking like that. Okay, so MVP goes to Stephen Curry, Ben Simmons, Milos, Teo Dosic, 6-man, Sam Whiteside, Aaron Gordon. Getting most improved, which makes sense, man. He's been playing fantastic this season. All-NBA teams looking like this. Real quick, we got John Wall making it, DeMar DeRozan making All-NBA second. So, like I was saying, though, like Marc Gasol playing with him, that just opens up so more when you have all those shooters on the court. So, yeah, man, here we go. Though we're going to go ahead and check out the player stats real quick, just see how everybody does. see who's leading the league in scoring, things like that. And I'll just go down the list here real quick, see if anybody really stands out. For DeRozan, for one, again, 28 points per game, so good for him right there. And here's some more guys. LeBron James going down to 23 points per game. Makes sense. He has a lot of scorers on his team right there. So, yup. We're going to go down to, like, I don't know, like 50, I guess. And we'll stop. Marcus Gasol looks like 16 points, about 9 rebounds, 5 assists on the Toronto Raptors. Okay, playoff time. Simulate current round. See who wins this all right here. I'm going to guess, can I say Raptors still? Yeah, I'm going to say Raptors in the Ooh, Cleveland got. Let's go, Detroit basketball. Cleveland got knocked out first round of the playoffs. Damn, dude. Wow, I was not expecting that. Not going to lie about that. But we have 2 other teams that made trades. Washington Wizards, also Toronto Raptors, and also the Denver Nuggets making to the next round, sweeping the T-Wolves out there. So, no, I'm sorry, sweeping, or beating the Spurs 4-1. Simulate current round. Nuggets out. OKC out. Yeah, I didn't know OKC was in either. Washington out. We got Pistons and Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals. Who would ever expect that? And Houston and Golden State probably going to win it all, knowing them. Simulate current round. And, wow, let's go. Guys, I swear, man, this is not rigged. Y'all know I'm a Pistons fan. I don't know what's going on. They barely made the playoffs, but hey, Detroit basketball in the finals. All right. Simulate current round, and, well, they still lost to the Houston Rockets. Anyway, guys, hope you all enjoyed this video. It is very interesting to kind of see, like, different people's mindsets. What are some trades that you guys think need to go down in the NBA?